Good day, students. You are welcome to Social Studies class. Today we are going to be looking at NECO Lasswell 2018, Part 2, NECO Lasswell 2018. It is very important for you as a student to test yourself in past questions so that you will have a first-hand information on the topic that you may likely come across in your forthcoming external exam, both NECO and state exam. But today we are going to be looking at NECO Lasswell 2018 Part 2. You can open with me to that page. I will be starting with number 1, Paper 2, Social Studies. Social Studies as a discipline originated from United States of America. I want you to take note that where social study was first taught in the world is United States of America, and it was first taught in Nigeria at Ayetoro Comprehensive High School, Ogun State, in the year 1963. Social study was introduced to help the society to dash problems. Now the aim of social study is to solve problems. 3. Which of the following physical features is man-made? By man-made, we mean anthropogenic features, that is, features that are created by man. If you look at the options here from A to E, you can see that dam is man-made. Then desert, that is natural features. Forest is also natural features. E, natural features. Then rivers, natural features. So, a sample of man-made is dam. The major focus of social study is man. I want you to take note of that. Man is the major focus of social study. If you can still remember in your JS1, I taught you that social study is the study of man in relation to its social and physical environmental factors. The very way you influence your environment, and in turn, your environment influences you for its own benefit. So the major focus of social study is man. 5. Which of the following symbolizes dignity on the Nigeria coat of arms? When we say dignity, that is 2 white horses. The motto of Nigeria is unity and faith, peace and progress. Take note of that: unity and faith, peace and progress. I'm in number 7 now. The smallest unit of the society is the family under socialization. When we say agent of socialization, we have family, school, mass media, religious institution, community, and government. That is, when we say agent of socialization, I can use a dramatization method for you to know that agent of socialization. Agent of socialization, agent of socialization, family, school, mass media, mass media. So agent of socialization, the first agent of socialization is family, and is the smallest unit of the society. 8. A social system that gives power and authority to women is known as matriarchy. That is the social system that gives power and authority to women is known as matriarchy. 9. A disadvantage of large family is that it gives room for rivalry among members. That is only disadvantages of large family. 10. The family contributes to the numerical growth of a society through procreation. Which of the following belongs to the secondary group? A. Colleagues. Colleagues is an example of primary group. B. Courtship. Courtship is secondary group. C. Extended family. That is secondary group. D. Nuclear family. That is primary group. E. Village age mate is also primary group. So the one that belongs to secondary group is courtship. Other examples of secondary group are Boy Scout, Boys Brigade, Red Cross, etc. 13. Which of the following is not an advantage of traditional marriage? it allows for polygamy. It's not an advantage of traditional marriage. 14. The first form of social unit an individual is identified with is the family. Family is the first social group a child is exposed to before learning from other social groups. 15. Cultural dynamism implies that culture is changing. The Yoruba are predominantly found in which of the following geopolitical zones? That is southwest region. Do not forget that we have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, and the zone that has the least number of states is the southeast. That is Anambra, Imo, Abia, Enugu, and Ebonyi. We just have 5 states in the southeastern part of the country. Then the one with the highest geopolitical zone is the northwest. Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kano, and Jigawa. So in the southwest, Yoruba are predominantly found in the southwest region, while in the south we have the Ijaw people. In the southeast we have Igbos. In the northwest we have the Hausa people. In the northeast we have Kanuri. Then in the north central we have Chief as the people that are predominant in that region. Number 17. The process of copying other people's culture can be referred to as acculturation. When you copy other people's culture, we call it acculturation. Then cultural diversity is a dash in our way of life, differences in our way of life. Number 19. Which of the following traditional practices is common in the southeast of Nigeria? In the southeast, the type of traditional practice that is practiced in the southeastern part of the country is the New Yam Festival. 20. The Egungun Festival is common among the Dash, that is Yoruba. Socialization of a child begins from the home. That is the first unit a child is exposed to before learning from other social groups. 22. The process of socialization includes the following except option A says direct learning, B incidental learning, C isolated behavior, D learning from model, E rule learning, except isolated behavior. Do not forget, under process of socialization we have 4 processes of socialization, which I give the code as I read daily manner. I for incidental learning, read for role learning, D for direct learning, and manner for model learning. When you say incidental learning, a child can become socialized by, it can be through imitation, observation, or by unconsciously gaining an experience. For example, a child learns to play with fire when he has a personal encounter on how it burns, or a girl who starts sweeping the floor or backing toys as a result of observing the mother. So this is what we call incidental learning. Then when we say role learning, this is a role assigned to an individual in his place of work. Then we have direct learning. Direct learning can be through formal and informal education. Formal, when we say formal, is the education that takes place in school, while informal education is the one that takes place at home. Then the last one there is model learning. It can be as a result of behavioral patterns of people around us. So the only one that is not there is isolated behavior. Improper socialization of an individual could lead to disobedience. 24. The process by which individuals acquire the norms and value of the society is known as socialization. 25. The ability of an individual to embrace the element of his or her culture is known as cultural consciousness. 26. Assisting the aid or disabled to fetch water or cross busy road is regarded as dash duty, moral duty. Which of the following is not a harmful traditional practice in Nigeria? You should take note that male circumcision is not a harmful traditional practice in Nigeria. Other harmful traditional practices are wife inheritance, stoning to death, ritual killing, female genital mutilation, etc. 28. Technology could be used for woman development through the following ways except production of destructive weapons. It cannot be used for that. But technology can improve our transportation facilities. It can make communication easier and faster. Then it is used for production of goods and services. That is the importance of technology, but it can not be used for production of destructive weapons.